G'day everybody, Dustin Fitzgerald here from Queensland Rural. Going to give you a rundown on today's market here in Charters Towers. Agent chartered about 2,000 head here today for our prime and store sale, weekly prime and store sale. Look, overall the job today, very positive in the fat cattle market there today. We all know there's been a bit of an increase in the southern markets as well, and we've definitely seen that here today, especially for your heavier end cattle. They are paying that premium for those better, well-conditioned, heavier end of cattle there today, whether that be a bullock, cow, bull or heifer, fat heifer there today. But we'll get straight into it. So stepping into your bullocks today, wasn't many bullocks, but there were select pens of heavy, fresh bullocks that got out to about $2.90, I think the top was. But look, any of those good, heavy, fresh bullocks, you're sitting between 70 and 90 there today. Fair bit of weight in them, you know, up your 700 kilo type bullocks, proper, fresh, killable bullocks. And yeah, stepping back off those, you know, you're back into your $2.50 and 40 for any slipperier types. But definitely your better end, big increase there, 30 or 40 better than last week's. Fat heifers, 70 we got out to today for some weighty heifers that had plenty of freshness and cover about them. Like they were probably 480 kilo, 500 kilo heifers there, fresh heifers there today that got out to that $2.70 and 60 as well. So definitely chasing weight and condition there in those markets and coming back the pace off that fresher, heavier heifer. Look, you're back around your $2.20 and $2.10 and that sort of money. Bit of feeder sort of money, really. Now, cows, best of your cows today got out to $2.48. We had some very good heavy pens of cows there today. Some beautiful Santa cows there as well, a couple of pens of those. They got out $2.40. Those processors they were just smacking them out of the park today with those heavier end. Anything with freshness, pretty well. If you had a good heavy cow, now I mean heavy, fresh cow, you were $2.30 to $2.40. Once you stepped back into your smaller fat cows, mainly a lot of Brahman, you see a lot of Brahman, fresh little Brahman cows, that sort of article, you're back to your $2.20 and 10, but still a big increase from other weeks. And even our store cows we've seen today, $1.80 and 90 if they had a little bit of freshness on them. And then any proper store, small store cows, $1.50 and 40, not really worth talking about there. But a big increase in the cows as well. Bulls, same thing. Bulls, you had a heavy bull there today, suitable for export, $2.50 and 60 all day. They were smacking it out against each other there today for those good export bulls. And like I said, any of those second grade bulls, coming back into your $1.80 and 90 really today for anything that wasn't export suitable. So that was the fat job, big increase, probably 30 and 40 better than previous weeks. As we all know, those southern jobs definitely increasing, and we're seeing the same up here. But the store job today, look, the store job, any feeder cattle obviously held. Your feeder steers and that sort of thing, they're still staying around that feeder money really. There's not a big increase there. Look, a lot of feeder steers making that, 40 and 50 and probably better for some better pens of feeder steers, but there wasn't many there to be honest. But your lighter steers there today, best pen of your lighter steers were some Charolais steers. They made $2.80, but everything else was back off that a bit. You're back around your $2.50 and 60 for any good lighter store steers. They've got to be good. Second grade cattle, don't bother. They're just not making the money, okay? That's where we're saying in any article, especially in the stores, any of your second grade cattle just aren't meeting the market, and people don't want them. And that's what we're seeing, in especially in your heifers there today. Like your heifers, your feeder heifers there today, you're stuck around the $2 to $2.20. Lighter heifers, no one wants them. They just don't want them, all right? So you're back around your $1.50 and 20 there really for lighter heifers there today. But that's just the job at the moment. Cows and calves, best of your cows and calves, $11.50 was the top of those for some good big frame cows and calves with some weaners on them as well. So that was that job there today. But basically overall, store job still a little bit behind, but that fat job, thumbs up, smiles all around. It was a good job there today in that fat job. We've got a few for next week already. So yeah, if you want to book any cattle in for that one, give your Queensland Rural team a ring, and we'll see you all next week. Cheers.